Beef, though it has had many impacts on American business and other aspects of life, has had no greater impact than on American culture. Demand for this commodity gave birth to the famous and stereotypically American cowboy, a cultural feat that characterized the entire West. In the 1860s, due to high beef demand in the eastern states, the general lack of infrastructure in the Southwest, and a large number of soldiers and freed slaves looking for work after the Civil War, the cowboy legend began. The post-Civil War Southwest left nearly 5 million head of cattle waiting to be taken to the North. Men from the North and South alike sought to make a profit by getting cattle from the South into railroads that could then ship them to the northern factories. The men in charge of steering the cattle to the railroads became known as cowboys, and their jobs were quickly idealized. Being a cowboy gave one a certain level of prestige in society, no matter your age or race. The occupation became almost a thing of fantasy, a man pitting himself against the forces of nature, traveling across the great Wild West, fending off Indians and wrangling unruly cattle. And though the job was almost never that exciting, the ideal stuck. Everything from the horse they rode on to the clothing they wore became desirable. The cowboy's wide-rimmed hat to help keep the sun out of his eyes, his high-heeled boots with pointy tips to help him mount his horse, or his bandana used to keep him from inhaling dust kicked up from cattle. All these things became the object of fetish. And though the importance of the cattle drive to the production of beef would die out almost as quickly as it sprung up, the fabled role of the cowboy will leave its mark on America's culture for centuries to come.